guys, welcome back to my channel. It is a new year and you know everyone's all about New Year's resolutions. And I am too, a little bit. I guess I try to like just do good things the whole year and like eat healthy and work out and drink more water and whatever all those other resolutions are. But I get so many questions about like what I eat and my fitness routine, and I say fitness routine because before this week it was non-existent, so I'm kind of like one of those people now. Today I want to share some of my favorite cooking things with you, some of my favorite recipes that are healthy and low carb, and I'm cooking them right here in my kitchen, y'all. And of course I'm wearing these polka dots, a statement necklace, and blue shoes because I just thought if I'm gonna invite y'all into my house, I better look appropriate. Some of my favorite recipes are low carb because 5 years ago I did a low carb diet and I lost a bunch of weight, 65 pounds, don't tell anyone, but it really worked for me. And I know a lot of people are kind of skeptical about whether low carb diets are like a fad and if you'll really keep it off, and I have kept most of it off. I've indulged a little bit too much over last summer and then all the way into the holidays, so I kind of need to get back in my grind a little, but it's a really great diet. And I read this book by Curbs. I got it on Amazon. This is not sponsored by them. I just really love this book. It changed my life, honestly. And then my dad came to California to visit for 2 weeks last summer because he has like high blood pressure and diabetes and all of those terrible things. And I said, Dad, you're coming to California, you're staying with me for 2 weeks, and we're gonna make you lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And I guess I kind of said it thinking like, it won't really happen, but it sounds good and like he'll be motivated. He lost 25. So it works. I mean, it's such a great diet, and I'm gonna share some of my favorite recipes with you guys. I just need my apron. Where's my apron? Where's my, We're ready to get started. Since red peppers take quite a bit of time to roast, I like to start by putting them in the oven. You're gonna cook them for 5 minutes on each side. I usually turn them about 4 or 5 times. So now we're just gonna chop the onion. I'm gonna put a little bit of my frozen spinach in a bowl. Now that my spinach is nice and hot, I have dumped my chopped onions and some minced garlic. I bought this nice pre-minced garlic so that I didn't have to chop it myself. Into a skillet with bacon grease drippings. Yum. This is not a low-fat recipe, you guys. This is low carb, so just keep that in mind if you're like worried about your artery. So now I just put my spinach in with my onions and my garlic. We're just gonna let it all kind of go together and get all delicious and yummy. And my bacon's still just chilling over here off to the side. It's already cooked, so it's just hanging out. Yummy. And then I take these little kitchen scissors to make my life easier again. You guys are gonna notice that that's a common theme here. And then I just chop up the bacon with the scissors. It makes everything so easy instead of having to like get out my cutting board and do all that hoopla. Alrighty, now that all my nice veggies, my onions and spinach and garlic all cooked together and are nice and caramelized and yummy, I'm gonna put it all in a bowl. So, my bacon's going in there. Now we're just gonna toss it all around. I'm just gonna use my little tongs and just kind of blend it all together so nice. Now we're going to start with some eggs. I usually use about 6 full eggs, and then the remainder I do egg whites, and I'll use about half of this container. So, here we go. I just try to eliminate some of the yolk. Be healthy. In goes my whites. That looks good. A little salt. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right, that's enough. Since this recipe does have bacon, you don't need like a ton of salt because bacon's salty, duh. So, lots of nice pepper. Got that going. And then my secret ingredient is cream cheese because it makes it more Got a nice little heaping scoop of cream cheese. I'm gonna take a little non-stick cooking spray and just kind of be really generous. And then I line the bottom, since it's called a quiche. A traditional quiche would have like a pie crust, but since this is low carb, I'd line the bottom with cheese. To use this nice blend, it has a few different types of cheese, so it's really, really tasty. Okay. Also like to put a little bit of cheese in our little mixture here because it just kind of glues things together so that it doesn't fall apart. And once it's nicely mixed, I'm just gonna take all the fixins and dump them in the baking dish. And once I get it all nice and flattened out, I take my blended eggs and other good stuff and I just pour it over top. Alright, so our red peppers have been over here chilling because they were super hot when they got out of the broiler, and now I'm going to peel the skin off of them. It takes a little bit of time. It's probably the most time-consuming part of this recipe, but it's worth it because then you have the nice soft peppers underneath. So now that all of our peppers are nice and peeled, you can see that I put them in the blender right down there, and then on top I put our nice caramelized onion. Now I'm going to pour in 2 cups of chicken broth. So now that it's in the saucepan, I'm going to turn up my stove a little bit. Not too much. And then I'm going to stir in 1 more cup of chicken broth. So 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to add my white pepper in there, and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. On a cold winter night, it is perfect. I'm going to stir that a little more. Get it all going. The last part is to just add 2 cups of half and half cream, but since I've made this a few times, I found that 2 cups was a little too creamy, so I do 1 cup, and I really like that a lot. So that's just perfect for me, so it depends on what you want. I'll show you one of my favorite really quick dinner recipes, and I love it because it's really filling and you can make it really fancy or really casual. It's perfect for everyone, kids, grown-ups, you name it. I start with these nice 3 pepper onion blends. You can get these at the grocery store in the vegetable frozen aisle, and I just dump the whole package into my frying skillet. Since I am going to double this recipe, when I do cook, I like to cook in bulk so I can freeze it and have lots of leftovers. I'm going to put 2 packets of that and then 2 pounds of ground turkey. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook until it's nice and golden brown, and then we're gonna put our turkey in. Okay guys, so my favorite green juice recipe, it's super simple. Lemon, celery, cucumber, kale. I buy the kale already cut and washed, so that saves a step. And then I just chop up 1 whole cucumber, I slice in half the lemon, and then I use 2 to 3 stalks of celery. And then we're just gonna toss it all in our blender. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this, and then after I blend it once, I'm gonna add the fresh squeezed lemon juice. Once it's kind of nicely blended and all chopped up, you can squeeze your lemon juice in there. And I always see this on the cooking show. When you're gonna do this, make sure you put like your fingers there so that you can catch any seeds, okay? Because nobody wants seeds in their green juice. Then you'll have a lemon tree growing out of your body. Just kidding. I love telling little kids that though, and they believe it. Okay, so once my veggies got nice and brown, I dumped in 2 pounds of my ground turkey, and now I'm going to put in some of this nice taco seasoning mix, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water. Alright, so the last step is just to sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. I always like to put cheese with meat dishes, kind of like with the quiche, to bind all of our ingredients together. If you want to make this recipe a little more hearty, chop up cauliflower, chop it really, really fine, like rice, and then put it inside the recipe. You would put it in right after you got your peppers kind of like caramelized. Perfect for tacos or a stuffed pepper. Yummy. Guys, our quiche just came out of the oven. I put some nice cheese on top. This is like the cheesiest, most delicious quiche ever. And now that all the corners are covered with cheese, I'm gonna pop it back in the oven for just a few minutes so it gets nice and melty. Okay guys, so now remember our nice taco meat with all the onions and peppers. You can be super fancy, like I don't know, if you're cooking for a date, first date or something, or like, I don't know, you want to be fancy or have your girlfriends over for a little dinner party. So you just stuff it in there, like so. And our meat already has some cheese in there, but I always like to just add a little cheese on top because everybody loves cheese. And it looks so pretty, and that's that. And then for this one, this is more for like a family style, like taco night. This is a low-carb tortilla, by the way. I'll be sure to link to the brand. I love their low-carb tortillas. And you can add nice avocados, lettuce, or tomatoes, or whatever you want to that one. So it is delicious. Okay guys, our last recipe, and it's a veggie dish, and it's super simple and delicious and nutritious. I'm just gonna put some almonds, some bacon, some onion, and my secret ingredient is Splenda. If you hate artificial sweeteners, I know a lot of people do, then you can not put the Splenda, but I'm going to. I'm gonna put some in my mayo. I'm just kind of stirring it in there so it's kind of nicely spread. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of red vinegar, and we're gonna just dump it all in with our broccoli. I added just a bit more mayo because I wanted it to be a little bit more wet. And I threw my onions in there. I'm gonna put just a few more of these little guys. I use red onion because they're a bit sweeter, but you can use regular ones if you want. Now I'm going to toss in my almonds. You can use cashews if you want. It's up to you. Put this in the fridge for an hour so that all the flavors can kind of just melt together and get really delicious, and the broccoli will get a little soft. Look at all this food, you guys. I'm so excited that I got to make all my favorite recipes for you. I shared my breakfast, my lunch, dinner. This is also like a snack option, so if you wanted this between any of the meals, it would work out. I'm so proud of how it all turned out. I really love all these recipes, so I know that you guys will love them too. I'm going to put all of the ingredients and all that good stuff and the steps of how to make them down in the description. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys right back here